following is a presentation of 4-Star Sports Media.
Hey fans, did you know that 4-Star Sports Media now has a YouTube channel? You can catch exclusive content covering all things Memphis Tigers and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Shows like The Point, and the only show on social media about the Arkansas Razorbacks that is purely fan-driven inside the Hog Pen. Plus other shows like The Hog Trough, The 4-Star Sports Show, and many more coming soon. So check them out today. Go on YouTube.com and search 4-Star Sports Media.
Welcome to the 4-Star Sports Media College Basketball Pick'em Show. Now, live from the BA Mask Studios, here's your host, from The Point, Wes Pruitt.
Well, it's obvious I'm not Wes Pruitt. I'm a whole better looking, and I got more hair, too. I'm Razorback Zach from inside the Hog Pen, and me and the guys are back. It is a picture-perfect evening here in Central Arkansas. And for all the Razorback fans, it is currently 13-2, top of the eighth with one out. The Arkansas Razorbacks are playing at Baum Walker this afternoon. We are hours away from Arkansas and LSU at Bud Walton. But that's not why I'm here tonight. I'm here to pick more college basketball games. I got Christian Johnston from the Hog Trough. I got Brandon Baumgartner from the Point. And I've got Nathan, the Bama fan. No, I'm just kidding. What's up, guys? Oh! And, as you may know, we've got the rookie. Nah, he's cool. He's my new co-host on Inside the Hog Pen. It is Marcus MC Carlton. Gentlemen, how are we tonight?
Doing wonderful.
Terrible.
Anybody
good,
else?
Man.
Anybody else?
I'm awake. I'm all good.
Nate, you're kind of quiet down there, buddy.
Oh, I'm good. Bam's playing right now, man.
So, I got a lot to talk about. But before we do, I want to make sure everybody watching right now likes, shares, follows, subscribes, gets notifications wherever you follow 4-Star Sports Media, whether it be YouTube, social media, even on our website, 4star.live. And let me put that up there. There we go. You get exclusive content. Christian's got some great articles out. That is the access point for all things 4-Star Sports Media, and there's exclusive content that you can't find on social media coming to the YouTube channel. So you're going to want to subscribe to that. But we've got one big announcement. Me, Bum, and MC all three have a big announcement. Tuesday, April 5th, 7 p.m., it is the Falls Count Anywhere show. It is the premiere episode, the weekend. I'm not even going to say the day. I'm saying the weekend following WrestleMania. And we're going to be covering AEW, WWE, MMA, and a little bit of boxing. So that's going to be exciting. I know the guys are excited too. All right, fellas, our first topic of the night. I got to get y'all's opinion on this. Baseball's here. We know college baseball's in full swing. It's getting geared up to hit conference here in a couple of weeks. But what do you guys think about the MLB strike and the situation going there? Nate, we'll start with you, buddy.
I don't think you want to start with me, but I'll go ahead and give my opinion on it. I think it's BS. These guys want to play, man. I mean, we should be in spring training getting ready for opening day. I mean, this is pitiful, man. If they're already talking about, I think they said 2 series we're going to be missing out on. And
correct,
dude. If they don't give us baseball, man, I mean,
it's going to be a long summer, dude.
It's going to be a long freaking summer.
Anybody remember summer of 2020? I mean,
yeah,
that one sucked.
Well, I think they need to get their stuff together and just let these guys play, man. They're
luckily the summer of 2020 we had the NBA kind of save us a little bit by being in the bubble.
Screw the NBA.
Well, I mean, look,
I know, Bum, you're a Grizzly fan, but yeah, screw the NBA.
But, yes, I understand what you're saying, but
Bum,
at least they had something to go through. But Major League Baseball, what a joke right now. You have Rob Manfred. Yes, I said fraud. He doesn't deserve Fred. as your commissioner right now. He's just a piece of crap. And then if he really wants to play, he wouldn't have got up there at the podium yesterday and laughed when he was saying, we're canceling 2 series. These guys want to play. I mean, Mike Trout, who's probably, he absolutely is the face of baseball right now, put out a statement today. We want to play. It's time to get this thing over with. But instead, you want to sit on your hands and fiddle around. And it's because of these billionaires that want to sit on their money and not give anything away to kids who are getting drafted to Major League Baseball. Like, if you're 29th round draft pick, I think your guaranteed salary is like $10,000. That's nothing. You can go get a job working $15 an hour and make more than that, And I know it's for the love of the game and everything like that, but it really seems like these owners are trying to get the fans to turn on the players, which is not happening by any means, because we just know they're a bunch of stingy billionaires.
So, Christian, is it the players that are asking too much, or is it the owners asking too much? I mean, give me the devil's advocate perspective here.
I think Brandon hit the nail on the head. I mean, the players don't have the authority that these owners have. At least I don't think so. But I will say this. My love of Major League Baseball is slowly dwindling every year because of this crap. I mean, I can't stand it anymore. I'm almost used to it at this point. Just it's become a show now. I don't know what all of a sudden caused this, but I get back to playing baseball and do what you've been doing for years and years. I mean, money all of a sudden can't be an issue.
But currency is the currency of the realm, is it not, MC?
Man, okay. Being the old man in the room here,
I knew he was going to say that.
Yeah, that's like my tagline so far. But I mean, it's true. So I embrace it and I roll with it. So I firmly remember the '94 shortened strike season. Okay, that almost killed Major League Baseball. It took the home run derby season of '98 between McGuire and Sosa to bring the fans back. And I've said for a long time, Major League Baseball is its own worst enemy because they are so. And I'm a traditionalist by spirit, but they are so hung up on America's pastime. Well, if you look deep into ratings, money, everything that goes along with it, baseball is no longer America's pastime. NFL has surpassed them.
That is the National Football League.
Yes, the National Football League, sometimes known as the No Fun League, but they've got more fun than baseball, if that tells you anything.
At least they play.
That's true. At least they play. And baseball is just, they're so hung up in the past, and they want everything to be like it was in the 1960s. This is not the 1960s. You don't have the ABC game of the week, and that's the only game on television.
If baseball doesn't get it together, the NBA is going to pass it up.
I agree.
Oh, wait, you were serious.
Seriously.
Yeah, you look. Who's the John Moran of Major League Baseball right now? There's not one.
Shohei Ohtani.
Okay, that's fair. I'll give you Ohtani.
Are you a Grizzlies fan too? I know you're in Jonesboro.
I follow more individual players. Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick a team, I guess it'd be the Grizzlies, but I follow more individual players than I do a team. I haven't been what I would call a true NBA fan since Jordan left the Bulls. So, that's just me. But
I can't say that. I was kind of a Kobe fan. So when Kobe left, that was it for me.
I thought when Dirk retired, I'd be done, but here came Luka, man. He saved he saved me.
I kept up with those Kings teams that had the big rivalry with the Lakers, with Corliss and Doug Christie and Jay Will and some of that bunch. But, I mean, baseball is its own worst enemy. I think there's enough blame to go around. But if the players say they want to play, then let's get something together and let them play.
So I want to talk a little bit about college baseball. I know this is a basketball pick'em show, but it's not every day we can get
whatever we want it to be show.
Yeah, it's kind of an all-inclusive show. Arkansas visited the Round Rock Classic. I don't know, guys. Did Memphis? I know you guys are the Memphis crew. Did Memphis have a tournament type thing this weekend?
We did not. We had a 3-game series against Brown, Ivy League Brown.
I didn't know they had a baseball team.
Yeah, I didn't either until this weekend. But
What can Brown do for you?
We won the series 2-1.
Oh, very nice.
Won the first two. Got beat by 1 run in the last one on Sunday.
Well, Arkansas struggled with theirs, and even and here's the thing too. Christian and MC and I talked about it on Inside the Hog Pen last week. We struggled against Illinois State, and everybody thought after we dropped the home opener that the sky was falling, and we kind of bounced back. Now we struggled when we were down in Round Rock. Stanford blanked us. I mean, we couldn't do anything against Stanford. There are some teams, and Arkansas may be one of them. I'm a realist. I'm not a homer. I'm a realist. I'm going to take my homer hat off for a minute. Arkansas may be ranked a little too high for their britches right now. They struggled against Louisiana. Give me some teams. I've got three matchups this weekend that are top 25 matchups. But what surprised y'all from opening weekend? MC, we'll start with you.
Oh man, the poor performance against Stanford really, that hurt. That I did not fully expect to go in and dominate that game, but I expected at least to have a pulse, and there was no pulse. They were so overmatched in that game that it's I don't even have a good analogy for it. It was terrible. That game was terrible. Now will they build on that and get better? Who knows? I mean, it's still, way too early to call the season, but that's a team. Stanford is a team that's picked by some places to go to Omaha and be there for the College World Series. And if you get absolutely dominated by that team, that's not good.
And the reason we lost that game, in my opinion, was we obviously could not hit the baseball. We had runners on base, bases loaded, no outs at one point, and didn't score a single run. So that's going to be an issue this year if we can't get that fixed.
That's what cost us the Super Regional last year, is not being able to get the timely hit when you got runners in scoring position.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 3 of the matchups that I want to keep an eye on, and we don't have to go through these because we've got a couple of basketball games to pick, but the Georgia Tech game is a top 25 matchup. What do you guys think about that one? Bum, you got anything?
I think Georgia Tech has a really solid baseball program. Georgia, the thing about them is they're hit or miss every year in baseball. They're either really good or they're just middle of the pack in the SEC. I think Georgia Tech can pull it out this weekend. I don't know much about Georgia baseball this year. I just know that they, like I said, they're usually one of the best or middle of the pack. So give me Georgia Tech this weekend in their little series, and because ACC baseball, I mean, I know SEC baseball is the cream of the crop, but like the ACC, in my honest opinion, isn't that far behind it.
Nate, your thoughts?
Real quick before I get started on that, a little shocker for Bama fans. Our baseball team was doing pretty good. We had our first 3 losses to the series against Texas, but first 2 series against Texas was actually close. It wasn't until game 3 that kind of Texas kind of blew away with it. So Alabama's coming in strong, which is impressive for Alabama fans because it's been. I mean, last year we had a pretty good baseball team. This year it's actually got a lot better. So can't wait to see where that goes through. But when it comes to ACC baseball and SEC baseball, it's it's 2 good matchups, Georgia Tech, Georgia. But I'm gonna go with Georgia Tech in this. I haven't got a chance to watch Georgia, but
Nathan's
Georgia Tech
just salty because Alabama lost to Georgia in the Natty.
Nah, but they deserve it. Look, y'all already know about my thing with Kirby Smart in Georgia, man. They ain't nothing but love. But anyways, going to this is baseball, not football, but I'm still going to go with Georgia Tech in this one.
Christian?
Yeah, it's early in the season. It's kind of hard to see where everybody's at. I do know Georgia typically has really good hitters. Georgia Tech, obviously, like Brandon and Nathan mentioned, They're in the ACC, pretty strong baseball conference. I mean, look at NC State last year. NC State, I tell you what, COVID screwed them, or they would have at least played Mississippi State in the championship. But
I think they would have taken the championship, but that's just me. But only because Arkansas played them. And
well, I'm just saying, I think they got screwed. But
I have something to say about that, but I'm going to keep my mouth shut.
No, Bum. Now, we all know we lived through you during football season.
But
shut up, Nate.
like I said, picking this series, it's a rivalry series, obviously. I think Georgia Tech takes 2 out of 3. But Georgia's, good enough to hang with them.
Nate's over here dying. All right, MC, who you got, buddy?
I'm going to start off, and I can't believe I'm doing this to start with because I'm not trying to score brownie points with the guy, but I'm agreeing with Bum on the quality of ACC baseball. ACC baseball is vastly underrated right now. It's not getting the attention it deserves. Bring out the brooms. Ramblin' Wreck, going to sweep Georgia.
See, I knew people from Jonesboro were good.
Yeah, I'm like, Zach,
there's
what's
a
wrong
few
with
here
you,
and there.
Zach?
First off, I'm not from Jonesboro. I'm from the other freaking direction. I'm further down I-30.
Let's clarify this.
We like this guy.
Let's clarify this right now. I'm not from Jonesboro. I just happen to live here right now. So that.
Okay, that makes more sense, I guess.
Okay. All right.
So the next one we've got is Florida and Miami. Like I said, we'll blow through these. I mean, we don't have to have, we're not picking them or anything. Anybody got any thoughts on those? Or
like I said,
I know Miami's good, and I know Florida's good. I don't know much other than that.
So I picked this next one only because these are two teams that I hate more than anything on the planet outside of Memphis.
Texas beats Tennessee by 3-0.
When was the last time? Hold on, Bump. You're stealing my thunder, man.
This is going to be interesting, man.
I hate Tennessee because Tony Vitello thinks he's so much better than Dave Van Horn, but he's not. And I hate Texas for personal reasons, but that's just me. Anybody got thoughts on those?
Yeah, I do. Tennessee's pitcher pitching 103 miles per hour.
Holy
they also
crap.
scored 54 runs or something like that in 2 games. I mean,
yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Holy
I can't
crap.
stand them, but they got a damn good team this year.
They do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and say this for this game. I would say hook 'em horns, but I'm not going to. This will be the first time ever I do this. I'm gonna give it to Rocky Top, man. I watched this pitcher at Tennessee pitch. I saw the 103 mile per hour fastball, dude. That was nuts. And I've never seen somebody pitch so hard.
Good God.
Is this a 3-game series?
I believe. Yeah, I believe so.
Is it at Tennessee?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe so, yeah.
It's at
I'll
Tennessee.
say this. Texas looks dang good. For once, they actually are living up to their ranking right now.
Now.
I tell you, Tennessee, if we were going based off what we've seen so far, looked like the team to beat in the SEC right now.
Yeah. All right,
so they always do in every sport.
So this is going to be this is going to be a 3-game series, right? Texas and all right. Give me Tennessee 2-1 over Texas.
Here's the biggest problem with this whole series. Here's the biggest problem with this. They're playing it in Knoxville, so there are only going to be about 7 people that get to actually watch it in person. So, if we could have a
27 they can figure out where the handicap parking is.
MC on his first show coming in hot.
Yeah. And if we could have a 27-inning, 1 game tied at 0, that would be paradise for me. Because I can't stand either one of these teams.
I can't stand Tennessee either.
Oh, man. Y'all are cracking me up. All right. We're going to take a quick break and pay some bills. When we come back, we are going to break down 6 basketball games from this week. You're watching the College Basketball Pick'em Show on the 4-Star Sports Radio Network. Back in just a minute. Hey fans, did you know that 4-Star Sports Media now has a YouTube channel? You can catch exclusive content covering all things Memphis Tigers and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Shows like The Point, and the only show on social media about the Arkansas Razorbacks that is purely fan-driven, Inside the Hog Pen. Plus other shows like The Hog Trough, the 4-Star Sports Show, and and many more coming soon. So check them out today. Go on youtube.com and search 4 Star Sports Media. Welcome back to the College Basketball Pick'em Show on the 4 Star Sports Radio Network. I'm Razorback Zach. All right, fellas, before we get into these basketballs, I got to give a score update. Arkansas now leads it 15-3, bottom of the 8 with 2 outs. Arkansas is at the plate. And if they get 5 more runs, I will be happy with a 20-3 win because that will make me feel a little bit better going into the weekend.
Also, I want to give an update real quick.
No, of course you would.
Alabama's on top of Texas A&M, 40-37 at halftime.
It's A&M.
You're only up 3 on A&M?
I was not going to say it. Weren't we up like 10 or 15 on them at one point?
Well,
and I know what his comeback's going to be. Wait, I can predict it. I know, but I'm going to predict it. You want to know what Nate said? Yeah, but we beat you, Razorbacks.
Guess who beat Alabama?
Shut up, mutt bum.
The Memphis Tigers.
Anyhow, all right. Let me run through some of these.
So does that make Memphis better than Arkansas, bum?
It does. It means we're the best team in the SEC.
We'll see in the tournament. If you play
we won't see in the tournament because Memphis ain't making the tournament.
Wait. Before you get started, there is a chance. There is a chance that we might see Memphis play Arkansas in this tournament.
The first round.
Bring it on.
First round.
Oh, I would love
Does that include Memphis winning the play-in game? Because everything I've seen right now, they're stuck in that hell that is the play-in game.
Well, I'm so glad I added
it. And we'll talk. MC, we'll talk about it once we. We'll talk about it once we pick this Memphis game here in a little bit.
We're not picking. I changed my mind. We're not picking that game. I'm running boards tonight. I'm the boss man. We ain't picking Memphis. I'm just kidding.
Well, right now the prediction is that Memphis will, if they play in, they'll play Indiana, and the winner out of that will face off against Arkansas.
Neither one of those teams won any of us. Neither one. As long as the Memphis game is not in Milwaukee, I'm good.
Yeah, right. Tell me about it.
Arkansas.
All right, let me run through some of these comments before we get to the games. Mama Lisa's in the house. Says both sides are greedy. Talking about the MLB strike. Both sides are greedy. You would think that they could get this worked out for the fans, for the love of the game. Ugh. She says the Hogs will get it together. And then, of course, our boy Will Banks joins, says, hey, guys, and then no way, dude. All right, so with the regular season coming to a close in the next week or two, the games are getting kind of slim. So I went ahead and picked 5 games from the Power 5 conferences, and then I picked the Memphis game because of bum. So our first matchup takes us to the Big 12, where number 21 Texas, who comes in at 21-9, goes to Lawrence, Kansas, and visits number 6 Kansas, 23-6. MC, you are the new guy. You get the leadoff position.
Man, okay. If you know me, you see what's behind me. You know where I'm going with this pick. I'm not picking Texas. Nobody that's going to have all this kind of stuff on the wall behind them is going to do anything but this when it comes to anything Texas. So there's no way Texas is going into Fog Allen Fieldhouse and overcoming everything they would have to overcome to win there. So Kansas, and I'm going to say Kansas by double digits.
Wow. Nate?
Oh, man, but you got to understand, though, MC, not so fast, man. You got to understand, TCU just came off of a victory against Kansas just recently. So, Kansas could be suffering that. Yeah, so Kansas could be suffering that little late night loss by TCU. But Texas is coming off of a close loss to Baylor as well. So in this game, you know what? I'm going to go. And also, Texas has already beaten Kansas earlier this year, 79-76. So I'm going to go with Hook 'em Horns.
Oh, brother. Christian?
Yeah,
Kansas
I'm gonna
or
go with
Texas?
Kansas. That loss to TCU definitely surprised me, to say the least. Kansas, they're a good team, but both of these teams kind of just strike me as like maybe a one and done or or a second round exit in the tournament.
Okay. All right. Bomb.
Kansas ruined my childhood. Hook 'em horns.
Well, way to bring this show to a grinding freaking halt. Lord. There's a story back behind that, and I don't think I want to know. All right.
I'm not gonna go over it. Mario Chalmers.
Give me Kansas.
Kick him.
That's the name?
Kick him off. Kick him off.
Y'all know I can't do that. Next one takes us to the Big Ten, where number 24, Iowa, 21-8, goes to Illinois, number 20, coming in at 20-8. Bum, your thoughts and your pick.
This is a tough matchup because Kofi Coburn has been really good for Illinois this year, but both teams have been semi-inconsistent. But right now, it looks like Iowa's finally getting it together going into March. Well, we are in March, but they look like they're getting it together. It's tough because I think it's Illinois' senior night. But give me Iowa in this one, man. I think they get the upset. I guess somewhat of an upset. They're close to the same record and basically the same team. But give me Iowa in this one.
All right. I missed one. Hang on a second. Let me get this one pulled up here. All right. So our next one, and I don't have the graphic for, is USC and UCLA. It is number 16 USC traveling to UCLA, number 17. Both come in at 25-5 for USC and 22-6 for UCLA. Christian,
I will say this about USC: they got stomped last night by Arizona, and it shocked me. I thought they would be able to put up more of a fight than that. UCLA's a dangerous team. I think they were they were in the play-in game last year, or I could be wrong about that, and they ended up making
that's right.
They ended up making it to the Elite Eight.
And they made it to the Final Four.
Final Four. And if you look at that team, it's a lot of the same players. So I can see UCLA making that type of run in the tournament again. I'll go with the Bruins in this one.
all right. I don't think I got your pick for Iowa and Illinois.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'll go with Illinois at home. I think it's senior night, and also it's a game they can't afford to lose, especially at home. They'll make the tournament, but I know it'll definitely affect their seeding if they drop it.
All right. Nate, who you got in Pac-12 after dark?
Well, also I got Illinois beating Iowa. But we're talking USC, UCLA, though. So that's a whole different ballgame right there, buddy. But in this game, I'm going with UCLA in this one. Their team is stacked again this year. I see UCLA making it in this NCAA tournament as well and going pretty far, and hopefully see them either in the Final Four or Elite Eight is what I'm predicting them. But I do not see USC. I don't see this game being any closer than any other game. So just give me UCLA big on this one.
All right. Did I miss anybody?
This guy down here in the bottom right.
Anybody at all? Going once? Going twice? No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Bum.
How bad did Arizona beat USC last
20.
night?
Yeah, probably by like 20, 18, 20,
Okay.
something like that.
I'm taking that into account. UCLA's been playing decent ball. What are they both ranked right now?
US. Hang on a second. I forgot that one game. USC is ranked 16th. UCLA is 17th.
Okay, so decent matchup there.
Oops.
Zach's back.
Sorry, wrong button.
Yeah, I think you got a good matchup there, but give me UCLA in this one. Mick Cronin, he's a hell of a coach. He's honestly, in my opinion, one of the best coaches in college basketball. But I think they get the job done while my dog is making ruckus in the background. I apologize in advance. But yeah, give me UCLA in this one.
I swear I'm trying to figure out what button I'm hitting that keeps kicking me out. I'm sorry, y'all.
So here's the thing with UCLA and MC. They're going to get the Texas treatment from me for two reasons. One, 1995 championship game in Seattle.
Yeah, stop us from going back to back.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, but at the same time, y'all, I mean, UCLA had a very good team that year, too.
I don't care.
I don't care. I'm going complete
Bill
homer
Walton
on that.
Born Memphis would have a national title in 1972. So,
and
hey, we won one 13 years before Memphis played in theirs, so it's not like it's that far off.
All right, save that argument for Friday because that's going to be a very hot topic. And yeah,
the second reason I will never pick UCLA in anything is because Ed O'Bannon is the sole reason we lost the college football video game. So,
but we're getting it back.
We're getting it back. But Ed O'Bannon had to get his cut first. So forget him forever because he cost us almost 10 years of college football, PlayStation, Xbox, whatever your console of choice is. So USC, fight on.
Interesting.
I like MC being on here, man. Don't you? The rookie's coming in hot. He's coming in hot. All right, we got to take a quick break, pay some more bills. We get back, we got three more. One from the ACC, the Memphis game, and the SEC game of the week. Stay with us. You're watching College Basketball Pick'em Show on the 4-Star Sports Radio Network. Hey fans, did you know that 4-Star Sports Media now has a YouTube channel? You can catch exclusive content covering all things Memphis Tigers and the Arkansas Razorbacks. Shows like The Point, and the only show on social media about the Arkansas Razorbacks that is purely fan-driven, Inside the Hog Pen. Plus other shows like The Hog Trough, The 4-Star Sports Show, and many more coming soon. So check them out today. Go on YouTube.com and search 4-Star Sports Media. All right, welcome back to the final segment of the College Basketball Pick'em Show. The Arkansas-Omaha game just went final. It is 15-2 is your final score from Baum Walker. And this is going to teach me never to read the off-screen host chat that we've got between all five of us because, bum, dadgum you, dude. You had me rolling during the break. All right, so our next game is North Carolina 22-8 going to number 4 Duke. It is Coach K's final home game at the University of Duke or Duke University or whatever it's called. Let's see. Nate, you're batting leadoff, buddy.
Look, I'm going to hit a home run with this. Duke's going to win this. Go Blue Devils. Coach K, I mean, he's a legend in the college basketball world. He was just honored actually a couple of days ago. So give me Duke in this one.
All right, Christian.
Ooh, yeah. I've been kind of waiting for North Carolina to turn the corner and get that quality win. I know they're probably in the tournament as of right now, but I believe they're unranked, and that's kind of surprising to be 22-8 and unranked in the ACC. But
they're on the bubble.
Yeah, what that tells me is they don't have any quality wins. And here's a good chance to get one of those. It's going to be very tough. It's at Duke. Duke's a really good team. They could have a good chance to go all the way. Coach K's final home game, Cameron Indoor is going to be rocking. I just don't see any way North Carolina can withstand all that and obviously play a great game all at the same time. I just think Duke's going to be too much for them.
You all right, Bum?
Yeah, this is a great matchup for Coach K's last home game. And it probably means more to him that it's against North Carolina than anybody else. And I guess the ACC set it up that way because they knew going in that this was going to be it. But, yeah, it's no team in the country wants to go into Duke, into Cameron Indoor, and upset Coach K in his last game as the head coach at Duke for last home game as the head coach at Duke. With that being said, Alabama just blew the lead to Texas A&M, by the way. With that being said, I'm going to pick Duke just solely because of the emotion that's going to be in this game. I think it'll be a very close game and very fun game to watch. So give me Duke in this one. I think Coach K leaves Cameron Indoor with a win.
Guys, before we get to MC and his pick, breaking news: Tony Khan of AEW has purchased Ring of Honor Wrestling.
That's big.
That's huge.
That's
okay, MC, North Carolina or Duke?
Another one of these games where I don't like either school. If I had to pick one to root for, I would root for North Carolina because MJ and the GOAT. But there's no way anybody is going into Cameron Indoor on Coach K's final home game and beating Duke. So Blue Devils take this one.
Bum, do we know if Duke's court is named after Krzyzewski?
Yes, it is. I'm not bummed, but it is.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking to my dad. What was asked?
Oh no, I was curious. I wanted to know if Cameron Indoor, the court at Cameron Indoor Arena is named after Coach Krzyzewski.
It is. It's Coach K's court.
Okay. All right. So there's that one. I hope I got everybody because my memory's going. Next matchup is number 14 Houston, 25-4, traveling to Memphis, Tennessee, to take on the 17-9 Memphis Tigers. They're at the FedEx Forum, right? Is that correct?
We are.
All right. I'm going to get to the two Memphis guys last. MC, who you got? Houston. This is basically Memphis's biggest game of the year, if you think about it.
I think it has to be. They've already gone down to Houston and upset them down there on the road, which was a huge win. That was in the little win streak they went on after Penny went off in the post-game press conference. I think I don't remember which Memphis reporter it was on, but it was one of the longtime Memphis reporters that he just went off on. And Memphis went on a little mini run to give them a pulse on the season. Bumpkin, do you know if Imani Bates is going to play in this game?
Nate's down here shaking his head no.
No? Okay. If Imani Bates does not play, I like Memphis in this game. If he plays, they'll lose because he's wilder than a squirrel on cocaine.
I am typing that out. That is great. That's almost as good as swinging for Jesus from inside the hog pen last week. That is great. Christian?
Yeah, kind of like what Chris Likes is doing to us right now.
Shut up, Christian.
Throwing off our mojo.
Shut up, Christian. You know how I don't like Chris Likes.
Well, anyway.
Go ahead, buddy.
Yeah, so Memphis already beat Houston. That was a huge win for them. I think this obviously is no different. This is probably a bigger opportunity for Memphis, who's on the bubble. Houston's a really good team, but I don't know if they've got what it takes to go on the road and beat Memphis, just simply because of what's at stake. And I do think it'll be close. I think Memphis finds a way to pull this one out, and that would give them 2 wins over Houston, which you got to look at that. I mean, if you're trying to put them in the tournament, that's pretty impressive. So.
Well, that conference they play in is not exactly,
that's what I'm saying.
with quality wins. And if they beat Houston twice, that's saying a lot.
That's what I'm saying.
Nate, All right, Nate, we're going to come to you. How much does this game mean to the Memphis fan base after going down and beating them at Houston?
I would say this means a lot to the Memphis fan base. Of course, my wife being a Tiger alum herself, this is big for the university. You got to understand, starting out, everybody, I mean, it was not looking good for Memphis to now they are right behind Houston and SMU in the conference. So this win against Houston is to make a statement that they belong in the NCAA tournament. And that's exactly what I see is going to happen. Everybody, to watch this game, you're going to see all Memphis fans come out for this game and show support. And it's going to be probably even crazier and wilder than when Alabama came to Memphis. And Bum knows what I'm talking about. They said that it was so loud that players couldn't even hear each other and communicate. So FedEx Forum is going to be rocking. Memphis is going to come in, and Memphis is going to take care of business like they always do. And I think you're going to see another upset. Memphis is going to beat Houston once again.
Yeah, you're talking about the stadium being loud. Us Arkansas fans know something about that.
Yeah,
Us Arkansas fans know something about that. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. All right, Bum.
When you get your opponent sticking their fingers in their ears, you know you're doing something right.
Yep. All right, Bum. The floor is yours, my friend.
Hello, friends. I'm here to inform you that the Memphis Tigers have a game tomorrow that they have to win before this game on Sunday. That being said, I think they road stomp or curb stomp or trailer drag or train drag, whatever I like to say. South Florida tomorrow. I think they get that win. Then they go into FedEx Forum on Sunday at 11 a.m. on CBS. And you know it's a big game when Jim Nance and Bill Raftery are in the house. Those are the 2 biggest announcers in college basketball. And I know people will argue like Dickie V. I mean, he's an ESPN guy. So when you have CBS in the house, you know something real is happening. I really think that it's do or die for Penny now. So what MC said about Amani, I disagree with his statement on Amani, but also I do agree. You know what I mean? So Amani is the type of player that can make an impact on your team, and he can be good. I mean, we saw it at the beginning of the year. He came in, and of course, you're not playing the competition that you're playing against Houston on Sunday. In those games, you're playing more hit or miss teams. But I really think I think Memphis pulls it out Sunday, guys. Like I said, it's do or die for Memphis. I think Penny's finally figured out his rotation. I think Jalen Duren and DeAndre Williams are absolutely going to just destroy Houston. And if the AAC knows what's good for them, they want this game to happen. And there's some bad blood in this game. You're a year removed from Houston running away from playing a road game at Memphis last year, crying to the conference saying, "We don't want to play Memphis at FedEx Forum. It's too scary." Getting their game down there in Houston, takes a miracle buzzer-beating shot to beat us from half court. You make that kid shoot that 100 times out of 100. He only hits it once. This game is the biggest game of the Penny Hardaway era. And as I've said twice already, it's do or die time for Penny. I think the Tigers get this job done on Sunday. I think we all leave FedEx Forum happy. We go get drunk on Beale Street and we party because we're going to make it to the NCAA tournament.
I was going to say, Bum, one last question before we get to our final game of the night. Is Penny coaching for his job in this game?
I wouldn't say he's coaching for his job. The university is not going to fire Penny Hardaway. There's no way they could. I think it's more of if Penny doesn't make the tournament, does he want to come back? You're in year 4. You haven't made a tournament yet. You've made a run with all the guys that you brought in as freshmen. You've gotten great recruiting class after great recruiting class. it's just kind of it's a weird situation because you got I'm busy. Hold on. You have a bunch of people that are out there wanting to get Penny fired. I mean, as soon as Penny got the job, the entire country took notice, and they were like, well, hadn't coached in college, and they're all jealous because he hasn't done it the stereotypical way of he got onto an NBA, or not NBA, but onto a college bench, went up that way. He coached middle school basketball, won a state title, coached high school basketball, won a state title. Then he was given the job behind a Hall of Famer, Tubby Smith, who actually ruined the Memphis program, if I'm being completely honest. And Penny's done better than Tubby, and I'll argue that to the end of my life. I mean, he won an NIT title last year. I know the NIT is basically the not in tournament, but you know what? They're the 69th best team in the country as of last year. I'll still argue that Memphis deserved to make the tournament. There's bad blood Sunday, though. These kids on this team know it. The guys that were on this team last year know it. These fans know it. It's desperation time in Memphis, and we're going to go out there and beat the absolute dog shit out of Houston on Sunday.
Language! I'm just kidding. All right, game update for those of you. Nate, do you want to take it, or would you like me to do it?
I'll do it. Texas A&M's up 53-50 with 13:31 left over number 25 Alabama.
Buzz.
Is that why Nate's so sad over there?
It's 3 points.
All right, so we are at our final game of the night, and it is the SEC game of the week for us here at 4-Star Sports Media. It is LSU.
Speak for
20
yourself.
and 9.
I think Auburn and Mississippi State is the SEC game of the week.
No.
Of course you would, because you're a Memphis fan and you hate Arkansas. But it's LSU 20 and 9 traveling to the basketball palace of Mid-America, Bud Walton Arena, to take on the number 14 Arkansas Razorbacks, 23 and 6. It is the Battle of the Boot basketball edition. MC, who you got?
Oh,
Like, I even have to ask.
Look, back in January, Arkansas broke LSU. LSU was having a good season. They were number 12 in the country. And then Arkansas comes to town without Eric Musselman, mind you. And Arkansas is still kind of struggling at that point. They come in, they broke LSU. LSU has not been the same since that game. Arkansas wins tonight on senior night. You're not going to let this bunch of seniors get out of the building on an L. Okay, we're going to finish the season with one home loss, which we won't speak of because it was terrible. But Arkansas wins tonight. I'm going to say by 8 points.
Okay. Nate, what about you?
Well, since y'all have this as y'all's last home game, and I don't think I've picked Arkansas at all this year.
You have not, sir.
I have not? Wow.
You have not,
I need
sir.
to change that. I need to change that. So you got LSU. You know what? Screw it. Go Razorbacks. Big win for them in senior night at home. This is what I was going to say, but I was forgetting. Go LSU. It's upset.
We've got a
LSU.
mini Brandon. We've got another Brandon.
LSU beats Arkansas.
You know, it's so cute
upset on senior night.
It's so cute when the Tiger Cubs think they're something. When they try to roar, it's cute. Christian, Xavier Pinson comes back tonight, I think. Does he make a difference from the team in January?
That's a good point, because I was going to say that in my analysis of this game, and he's a good player. He's definitely going to put some pressure on our defense, and he'll make an impact. LSU's a team, they've got talent, and it's a game where Arkansas is going to have to show up. It's going to be another battle. But with that being said, Arkansas, they have blown this schedule out of the water. A lot of people thought that they wouldn't do as good as they've done, and I'm one of them. They've still got two really tough games. If they get this one, that would be huge. They got to go to Knoxville to end the season. Why not? I mean, I think Arkansas can win this game, and then they can go on the road and beat Tennessee next week if they play play good enough. But LSU 20-9, they're probably in the tournament right now. This would definitely boost their resume. I think Arkansas on senior night gets a win.
All right. Bum.
Yeah, big game for the Pigs here. JD Notae's been playing great. And
Don't let him
Connor
suck you in.
Vanover's tall ass sits on the bench. Eric Musselman's wearing a sling. There's a lot going on over there for the Arky Pigs. I really do think that they get their ass whooped by LSU tonight. I think LSU gets the win tonight. Will Wade's going into Bud Walton, and he's going to whoop that hog ass.
How
I would love to
did
see
I
him
know?
pick. I want to hear him pick the Arkansas-Tennessee game.
You know he's going to pick the Volunteers. But hey, listen, check it out. It's the Battle of the Boot basketball edition. Eric Musselman came out and said, look, I've got two bosses, Hunter Yurachek and Danielle Musselman. He said, I've been cleared to take the sling off, but we've been winning. So guess what? He's keeping the sling on just for added protection. Arkansas does not lose this game tonight. It's senior night. It's the final game of the season inside of Bud Walton Arena. And we just help our seeding. The big game, though, is coming on Saturday. Arkansas travels to Knoxville to take on the Tennessee Volunteers. Whoo, that one's going to be a good one. All right, boys. Any final thoughts before we get out of here? Let's go round robin. Nate, you got anything, buddy?
Yeah, March Madness is here, fellas. It's finally here. Cannot wait to see how the conference tournaments turn out, and I cannot wait to see who gets into the NCAA tournament after it's all said and done. There, as everybody knows, a lot of upsets last year in the NCAA tournament. So look forward to seeing all that. But I will say this. Anybody that's going to say Gonzaga is going to go all the way and win this year, just remember they just lost to St. Mary's. St. Mary's rushed to the court. So Gonzaga is not going to do it this year. So anybody placing, y'all doing the brackets and everything, if y'all put Gonzaga in the Final Four, you've already lost. So
Gonzaga had a better team last year.
MC, final thoughts, my man.
Just to kind of piggyback, no pun intended, off of what Brandon said, off of what was said there by Nate. March Madness, favorite time of the year. Yeah. You got a little bit of college baseball, just a little bit, and you've got the best time of the year for the best postseason in college sports, which is NCAA March Madness. Bring it on. Let's get it rolling tonight. And we put down the most punchable face in the SEC, which is Will Wade.
Yeah.
Maybe if we slap him hard enough, it'll straighten his eyeballs out. Christian!
I'm just looking for the tournament, man. Obviously, I want Arkansas to go all the way, but I know there's a lot of teams in this tournament that have the capability that will be in the tournament that can make a run. There's no clear-cut number one team. I thought it was Auburn, and they're starting to kind of regress a little bit. I think they still are good enough to win it, but we'll have to wait and see. And then you got teams like Kentucky and Duke, the blue bloods of basketball. That
Auburn is not a blue blood.
No, I didn't say they were. They're definitely not. But like I said, it's going to be a fun March Madness, like always.
Bum?
Yeah, man, the Arkansas Razorbacks are playing great basketball. I think they get a big win on the road Saturday against the shithole Volunteers. I really think that Tennessee is the most overrated team in college basketball, along with the Houston Cougars. I think Arkansas roundhouse that ass on Saturday. Woo Pig, go Hogs. Can't wait for JD Notae to score 44 points against the shithole Volunteers. Can't wait for Eric Musselman to pop his little polo at the crowd. And I think Arkansas wins by 40 on Saturday.
There you have it. Oh, man. All right.
Also, if you follow me on Twitter, please join me in shit-talking the University of Tennessee.
That's Bum's fat pastime. I'm gonna go ahead and take a straw poll real quick. Should we do a show on Selection Sunday breaking down the ballot or breaking down the bracket?
Wow.
I think we should do it after the bracket is chosen. Because,
Okay.
Because we did it last year we tried to do it live.
And that was a 5-hour show, wasn't it?
It wasn't
Yeah,
a 5-hour show, but a lot of our TVs were either 30 seconds behind or ahead. It was hit or miss. It was still fun. I enjoyed doing it, other than Memphis not making it into the tournament last year, which really pissed me off. But they proved in the NIT that they should have been there. I'd love to do a pick'em, not a pick'em, but a Selection Sunday show with y'all after the bracket is announced.
The one time I did a Selection Sunday show, I did it live, and this was probably in the first year of Inside the Hogpen's existence, and it was a 4.5-hour show.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, let's not do that. But it's going to be a great weekend for college basketball. Conference tournaments kick off this weekend and next, both for men and women's. Guys, it's been a great show, just like always. For Christian Johnston, Nate, and Bum, and of course the new guy and my co-host, MC. Catch me, Christian MC, Friday night, 7 p.m.
Pig Suey!
Somebody cut the tape because he's just going to let him do it.
Suey!
I love it. I love hearing that. It's the best.
Pig Suey! Arkansas! Razorbacks! Suck.
All right. Catch me, Christian, and MC Friday night, 7 p.m. on Inside the Hog Pen, breaking down all of the week's action in regards to the Arkansas Razorbacks. I'm Razorback Zach from Inside the Hog Pen. You've been watching the College Basketball Pick'em Show from the 4 Star Sports Radio Network. Until next week, so long.